Hello guys, welcome to my first ever YouTube video. My name is Mishka, also known as Mish vs Books on TikTok, Instagram, and now officially on YouTube. So for my first video, I decided to do the newbie booktube tag. I was watching a bunch of videos and then I kind of just took questions from a bunch of like random booktubers, and I just wanted to kind of make the questions my own. So without further ado, let's just get into the part where you get to know me a bit more. So the first question is why I started this channel, and honestly I just wanted to have a place where I could film myself talking about books for like a good 10 minutes. I started on TikTok and then I have a Bookstagram account, and TikTok does not give me what I want. I just have to like kind of rush what I'm saying, and I don't like that. There's also a lot of controversy on BookTok, and I just feel like I need to take myself out of the space and just put myself into a new environment, and that new environment is BookTube. I also feel like I can just talk about books on here without there being any like expectations, I guess, because on BookTok there's a lot of expectations. And yeah, that's basically why I started my channel. What do I bring to BookTube? Honestly, I bring so much. I feel like I can just come in here and talk to you guys and be like, hey, read this, read that. I am an avid supporter of indie authors as well. So my channel will literally be filled with me just reviewing indie authors' arcs because I love reading their books so much. I also love in the middle of like nowhere, and by nowhere I mean I live in South Africa. We get books late, we don't get arcs, like nothing really happens here book related, and I just want to be that Cape Townian or that South African that just shares light on reading and how much I love it, because in a world where reading is kind of dying, or where reading is just being criticized a lot on what you do read, I'm just here to spread positivity. Like, I'm honestly just here to make my channel as positive as possible. The next question is, what is my favorite genres? I love romance. I'm a romance girly through and through. I also love reading women's fiction, romantic comedies, anything with romance in it. And I also just generally like literature books. I did study English literature in university, so yeah, those are my favorite genres, and that is what I'm going to be yapping about on BookTube. Why do I love reading? Honestly, I just love it for the fact that I get thrown into a world where I know there's going to be a happily ever after. I know there's going to be a man and a woman that fall head over heels in love with each other, and that's just the best feeling, is to just know that you have explored so many worlds through reading words on pages. Next question is, when did I start reading? So I've been reading my whole life. My mom used to give me Mills and Boon's books to read, and then in high school I discovered like my first smart book, and ever since then it's just been romance non-stop. I've been reading my entire life. I read in university because I studied English. I loved English so much in high school. From reading Great Gatsby to Animal Farm, I was like, I love this so much. And then I done a whole degree in it, and yeah, reading has literally been the only like stable thing in my life, like in terms of hobbies, and it's just my safe space to go to. Next is, what books or what series got you into reading? So I don't know if it's just me, but a lot of people go through a phase where they're reading and then there's like a break and then they are reading. So my first phase, which was like high school, the books that got me in was the Fallen series by Abby Glines. It's called the Rosemary Beach series. I'll insert pictures here. These books were so good. In the entire Abby Glines collection, I think I read all of her books on my BlackBerry and then officially on my Kindle, because I got the Kindle when I was 18. I love her writing and the books so much. And then when I went into university, I took a break because I was just kind of reading my prescribed readings. And now that I'm back on reading, the book that got me back, which is, it might just make you guys laugh, It Ends With Us by Colleen Hoover. I honestly don't know why. It was the first book I picked up. I picked up like a bunch of books. It was Icebreaker, Twisted Love, It ends with us in Happy Place. Oh, and The Summer Turned Pretty. And then out of that stack, It Ends With Us was the first one that I read. So I was hooked. Not hooked on Colin Hoover, but just hooked on reading again. Last question is, where do I read? So I typically read right here in my room, on my bed. I love reading in quiet areas. I don't know what it is, but reading with noise it just kind of irritates me. When the sun is out, I also love reading outside. But yeah, majority of the time I am in my room. This is my safe space and I love it. And that's where I read majority of my books. Thank you guys so much for watching my first ever booktube video. If you have any questions, don't forget to comment them down below. And also don't forget to subscribe. I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!